64, that's the number. 64 shipping companies just got a message from Yemen's Houthi rebels. If you work with Israel, we will hit your ships. No nuance, no back channel threats, just a straight up missile and drone promise. And where is this all going down? The Red Sea, one of the most important trade routes in the world, is now turning into an open-air battlefield. This is not just a regional spot, this is a global choke point and is choking harder than ever. Normally, the Red Sea is like the express lane of world trade. Over 12% of global trade passes through here. Oil, gas, goods, all of it. But now, many ships are ditching it and taking the long way around the Cape of Good Hope. That's thousands of extra miles, more fuel, more costs, more delays. The Houthis, backed by Iran, aren't just taking pot shots at random ships. They're making a point. If you help Israel, you're on our target list. And right now, the target list is getting longer. Remember, these guys have already hit multiple commercial ships in the past few months. So this isn't a bluff, it's a proven playbook. Here's where it gets even more interesting. This isn't just about Yemen and Israel. This is about Iran, the Houthis' main backer, tightening the screws on Israel in every possible theater, from Lebanon with Hezbollah to Gaza with Hamas to the Red Sea with Houthis. It's like Iran is running a regional chess game, except instead of bishops and rooks, they're using drones and anti-ship missiles. And Iran's message is simple: we can hit your allies and your economy without firing a single shot directly at you. That's how you fight a war in 2025 without calling it a war. But here's where the plot twist comes in. While the Houthis are targeting Israel's shipping allies, Iran has its own domestic headache. Mossad, Israel's legendary intelligence agency. For years, Mossad has been inside Iran, sabotaging nuclear facilities, assassinating scientists, filling off operations that sound like Netflix thrillers. And Iran, they can't seem to stop them. According to reports, just in June 2025, Iran arrested 6 suspected Mossad agents in Hamadan province. Their mission, allegedly cyber espionage and stirring up unrest. Iran claims they have even executed multiple people for spying for Mossad. And here's where you might need to sit down. Iran has now reportedly asked the Taliban for help against Mossad. Yeah, the same Taliban they've had deep ideological and historical clashes with, Iran being a Shia powerhouse, Taliban being hardline Sunni. On paper, these two shouldn't even be in the same WhatsApp group. But geopolitics isn't Tinder. Sometimes your worst enemy becomes your wingman. Why the Taliban? Because apparently they have or claim to have a leaked British intelligence list with names of Western agents including MI6 operatives. Iran thinks this could help them identify Mossad networks inside their own country. Whether that list even exists, that's a whole other question. But if true, is a geopolitical equivalent of a jailbreak cheat code. So how does this Iran-Mossad-Taliban subplot tie back to the Red Sea? Simple. If Iran strengthens its intelligence game, it strengthens every proxy it supports, including the Houthis. That means more targeted attacks, more effective strikes, and a long Red Sea crisis. Already the economic ripple is massive. Freight rates are climbing, insurance premiums are spiking, and supply chains, especially for oil and gas, are feeling the heat. Countries like India, which depend heavily on this route for petroleum imports, could face higher costs and inflation. This isn't just their problem over there. The Red Sea is like the world's economic artery. Block it and everyone feels the chest pain. If ships keep rerouting, global shipping times increase, prices for everyday goods rise, and oil markets get jittery. And remember, markets don't just respond to events, they respond to fear. And right now, fear is the hardest commodity. So we are left with some uncomfortable questions. Will the international community actually step in to secure the Red Sea? Can Israel respond to Houthi threats without widening the war? And is Iran playing a short-term game of disruption or a long-term game of reshaping the Middle East? Because if it's the latter, then what's happening in the Red Sea is just one chapter in a much bigger playbook. Right now, the Red Sea is no longer just a trade route. It's a live fire testing ground for a new kind of warfare, where street actors use proxies, economic choke points, and intelligence warfare instead of traditional armies. The Houthis aren't acting alone, they're part of a much bigger web. And if the war doesn't figure out how to untangle it, the next global crisis might not come from a stock market crash or a pandemic, it might come from a shipping lane. And remember, when 64 shipping companies get threatened in one of the busiest waterways on Earth, it's not just a headline, it's a warning.